What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been receiving tons of questions from different people and my students asking me some couple of questions on analysis and a couple of other things in as much as trading is concerned. So based on that, I have decided to start this channel so that I can be able to help you in your trading journey, showing you step by step on the things you need to do to become profitable in the Forex or even stocks and crypto market. So make sure that you follow up in this video. So from my experience, even when you look around, I noticed that majority of traders started with their phone. You understand? Even me, when I started trading, the only thing I have is my phone. I didn't have laptop that time. So some of you that started with phone, you don't have laptop, and as a beginner, sometimes it's very difficult for you to analyze using your phone. You cannot really see the chart very clearly, but sometimes when you go online to learn, you see that most of the analysis they're doing it with laptop. So by the time you switch to your phone, you discover there's a little bit difference. It's not the same thing. You cannot see the picture the way you are seeing it when you are watching some YouTube videos. So as a result of that, I'm presenting this analysis that I'm going to be talking about in phone, so that you can be able to see how I'm looking at the market, how you can be able to analyze the market without laptop. You understand? So that you know how it is done, the right way to do it. Not just, if you don't have laptop, you keep waiting for somebody before you analyze the market. So that is the reason for this video. I'm going to be using phone, though subsequent time you'll be seeing both laptop analysis. I'll be using laptop to show you, but basically I know that there are a lot of people who find it difficult to analyze with their phone, and some of you started with phone. So it's, as time goes on, in fact, you need experience for you to analyze very well with phone. It's always better in laptop, but that problem is what I want to solve by using phone to show you how you can be doing it, so that if you have phone, you have nothing to worry about, because you can still use your phone, do your analysis, and be making profit. So before we continue, there's one thing I want you to do. I want you to go and click the like button. Once you click the like button, click the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification, so that anytime I publish a video, you get notified. With that said, let's start. So today we are going to be looking at a couple of markets to show you example. Today's date is 2nd May 2021. So this analysis is based on price action, so which is technical analysis. So we are going to be looking at the first pair we are going to be looking at is gold. We're going to be looking at gold. So let's click on gold. Once you tap on it, you click on open chart. So right now you are seeing gold analysis is what we are doing today. So look at it. Once you look at it, you change your time frame to weekly time frame. Look at it. You click on this W1, which is weekly time frame. So by the time you click on it, you're going to see the trend. The trend will be clear to your eye, so that you can be able to see what the market is doing. By looking at this chart, you don't need anybody to tell you that this market is in an uptrend. So, and in an uptrend, what do we look for? We look for opportunity to buy. So with that said, we are going to apply trend line, which is by connecting this point. You're going to try if trend line can connect this point and here, so that we can be able to start identifying the areas we are going to enter. This one we are looking at higher time frame. This is what they call top down analysis. So what we do is that you are going to tap the screen, you click on this point. By the time you click on this point, then it will bring you here. What you need to do, you click on this plus sign. As you click on the plus sign, you're coming here to click on this trend line. So you can see, trend line here. As you tap on it, now you come here. What you do is to draw the line. As you draw it, when you are using MT4, you can't get it once, so you have to cool down, adjust it. You keep bringing it closer, adjust it until you can be able to connect the lines. Make sure you connect at least two. As you can see, I connect this point. From here I connect here, then the third one. So by looking at this chart, as you can see, you are seeing that the markets have touched this place, and the third one here. So right now markets have touched here, and not just that they touch here, it's already taking off, which means the uptrend is continuing from what we are seeing here based on price action, chart. So what you do is that you can do, if you look at this chart, I want you to see something. If you look at this chart, you notice that market tend to form something like bullish flag here. It forms something like bullish flag here before it takes up to this level. Right now it forms something like bullish flag, then it takes up to this level. Right now, even though this bullish flag is deeper, but it still resemble what we see in these regions. Are you getting the point? So by that, you have to do something like this. You click at the middle, then tap this point. As you tap on it, you come back to this plus sign. As you tap on the plus sign, you are going to click the trend line. So as you tap on the trend line, then you are going to connect this point to this point. So this is how you do it in Forex, in your phone, like when you are using your phone. As you connect this point to this one, what you do is you're going to zoom out. As you zoom out, make sure that you connect the dot. Watch what I'm doing. So I'm going to connect here. So by looking at this chart, you notice that okay, markets have touched these two sides. So for you to see the bullish flag that I just mentioned, so I'm going to click again, come back to this same level, click on this plus sign, then tap here. I'm going to connect it back from here, as you can see. So what you're expecting from here is that market is likely to break out of this line and continue. Because of that, the only thing we are looking for is to buy. Are you getting the point? Because the general direction of this market is up. So even though at a weekly time frame it tends to be at resistance level, but by the time you come to by the time you switch to daily time frame, as you come to daily time frame, you look at what the market is doing. You see that at this point, if you zoom, let's zoom out. At this point, market form double bottom here, then it break out of it. What occur here is a kind of retracement. As you can see, this candle bounce back to this level. Remember, we only look at weekly time frame to see the trend, like the future direction of the market, where the market is going. So by the time you come to this region, you notice that okay, here is a resistance level. Just watch. If you switch, let's zoom in. If you watch, you notice that markets have bounced off from this place, goes up, then this place, you see this region, then come to this place, you notice that markets comes up to this level, then bounce back, comes to this level again, bounce back before this one it break out of it. Now what is happening is that market retrace back to this level. Are you getting the point? So as market retrace back to this level, so we are expecting the market to take off from here up. You understand? But we are going to wait for price to tell us exactly. Remember, from the higher time frame, we are looking to buy. And so at this point, what we do is that if you go further to time frame like 4 hours time frame, if you go to 4 hours time frame, now you can see it. You can see the region where I'm telling you, you can draw horizontal line. How do you do that? Tap your screen. As you tap your screen, you are going to click this point. As you click on this point, you come back and click the plus sign. Then as you click on the plus sign, you click on the horizontal line here. So as you click on the horizontal line, the next thing you do is you tap your hand here. I don't know if you get it. You see it? So we have two horizontal lines here. As you can see, this one, is a region, not a line. So you are going to be expecting this market to bounce off from this level. If you zoom out, you notice that there's a candle that deepen to this place before it bounce off. I getting the point? So because of this, the only point you are looking at is this region. You understand? So right now I'm expecting this market to come back and retest this place again based on what I'm seeing here. Then before the price, that's the possibility. It can also decide to break out of this place and continue moving up. But for now, what I'm expecting is for the market to come here, because if I wait for it, even though this have touched again, but I'm expecting it to come back and touch here again. When I show you, because if you look at USD JPY, you know that the trend in opposite direction. So by the time you look at that chart, you will be able to compare it and know there is possibility for it to come down here. But market will always do whatever the market wants. So our own is to watch the market and see what price tells us to do and follow exactly that. So if you look at this chart now, let's zoom out. So the only place we are looking to buy is here. So since there is possibility for it to buy, you can either wait. If you look at this chart, you can either wait for it to come down to this level before you buy, or if you break this small structure, you connect this place to this place. I don't want this video to be too long, that's why I don't want to go into details of connecting here. But what me personally, I'm expecting to enter this trade here, but I'm expecting another candle to come down to this place before I take a buy that will move up. I will take my profit around this region. My first take profit should be around this region. So that is how you look at it on a smaller time frame. You start from higher time frame to know the direction, so that every action you are taking is in line with what the higher time frame is saying. So you are expecting in a higher time frame, we are expecting the break of that bullish flag. So that's what you're expecting. So anything you are doing here, you are expecting to take a buy. For me, I'm going to take a buy here. But remember, anything can happen in the market. Markets may reach here, then break this level and start coming down. We'll be expecting it to bounce back from this level. But from what we are seeing, we are expecting this market to move up from here. That is it for this particular pair. So let's now move to another pair. If we switch to another pair, which is, let's take a look at this pair with the Euro JPY, sorry, this one Euro JPY. By the time you click on it, you're going to click on open chart. So as you click on open chart, now in this pair we do the same thing. If you look at it, you can tap the middle of your phone so that you click on this button. As you click on this button, then come back to here, tap here. As you tap here, click on trend line. But okay, as you click on trend line, then you can draw a trend line. But there is something I want you to do. Before you draw your trend line, you are going to switch to higher time frame so that you see the direction of the market. As you can see, as you switch to higher time frame, trend line shrink. So I can just expand it. Now I'm not drawing trend line yet. I just want to see the direction of the. As you can see, the market is actually moving up. As you can see, its market is moving up, which is uptrend from this level. If you look at it from this level, you discover that it's in an uptrend. So if you want to analyze this, if you come to smaller time frame, you are looking to follow this trend that is going up, because you don't want to trade counter trade, which is against the trend. So we want to follow the trend from our analysis. So what you do is, as you switch to daily time frame, in this daily time frame, you're going to try to see if the trend line is working the same way it worked in the other one. So we are going to connect the trend line. Let's say we take it from here. From here, we connect it this place. Are you getting the point? You see the way I connect it. As I connect now, so I'm going to zoom so that I will see it very clearly. So as you can see, I connect here and here. So as you can see the way I connected them. So once you connect it like this, another thing you ask yourself is, okay, right now if you look at this chart, the market is moving from here. There's a resistance level pushing the price down. Are you getting my point? So as the market is pushing the price down, what do? Then you notice that here is a resistance level. Market reach here, bounce off. come back to this level, then bounce back. So this market that is coming down here, we are expecting this region to be serve as a support. Here serve as a support that will bounce this market off. So because of that, we are going to be waiting at this region. So you can use, a horizontal line, come back to here, do the same thing that I've shown you before. Click on this point. So as you click on this point, tap the horizontal line. As you tap on the horizontal line, so you're going to, as you place it like this, remember you can always adjust the horizontal line so that you'll be able to put it at that exact region where you are expecting the market to enter. So as you can see, we are having some delay, but just keep doing it until the price. I hope you get what I'm trying to show you. This one is becoming difficult, but just get the point that you're supposed to, this horizontal line, we drag it to this level. What does that mean? That's have, collide with this level, which is telling you that if once market bounce to this level, this region, are you getting the point? Then it's a potential buy. Once you put your buy here, you're going to reference your stop loss below here. If this market break below here, then you're expecting to get out of the market. If the price break below this trend line, because the trend line is showing you that market reach here, bounce off, reach here, bounce off. So you're expecting that as market bounce off from here, if it come down again, it's going to bounce off, which is in line with what we are seeing in a higher time frame. Are you getting my point? So you can even switch to 4 hours time frame to see what is happening. If you look at 4 hours time frame, you discover the same horizontal line we draw is still here. So you're expecting it to come to this region before you enter. But by the time you place it in daily time frame, you are seeing it clearly. So here becomes your entry point where you are looking to. Remember, it's a region, not a line. So as market reach here, you are expecting it as reach, it's going to touch this trend line since it's already repeating the same pattern. Are you getting my point? So as it touch this area, you look to buy. Then after you buy, you reference your stop loss below this trend line. So, but in subsequent time, I'll be teaching you a couple of ways you can put your stop loss. If you don't understand how to put it, it's a different topic altogether. So having said that, another pair we are going to be considering next week is this one. You see, USD JPY. So if you look at USD JPY, you see from here now, if you place it on, let's say, weekly time frame, as you place it on weekly time frame, let's shrink it. If you place it on weekly time frame, let's say you connect this, you tap this place. Remember what I have shown you before. As you tap this place, then come back, do the same thing you did before. Once you do that, click on the trend line. So if you connect here to here, you discover, okay, market tap here, bounce off. Right now it tap here. Right now, if you're looking at it in weekly time frame, it's giving you this pattern, which is a bullish pattern, telling you that the market is going to continue to move up. So with that said, if you come to smaller time frame, which is daily time frame, if you come to daily time frame, you will see that you can also, remember, you connect the weekly time frame, you draw the trend, and what the trainer is telling you is that the market is going up. You are looking to buy. You understand? Identify which direction are you going. Then by the time you come to daily time frame, you are still finding an opportunity to buy, just like the higher time frame is telling you to buy. I don't know if you get my point. So what do? You come down to smaller time frame, which is in this case is daily. Since it's weekly, that is higher in the other one, we just illustrate. So if you see, as I connect this region, the same thing I did in higher time frame. So as I connect this region, I notice, okay, in this region, you notice that markets have come here, touch this point, touch this point, touch this point. So now you see it here. So the market is taking off. the market is taking up. We are not entering in daily time frame. We want to enter this trade in 4 hours. So by the time you come to 4 hours time frame, you discover, okay, that since you want to buy, you see, if I come back here and connect these dots, if I connect here, by looking at this thing, if you understand what they call breakout, you discover that this candle break out of this resistance level, which is showing you to buy. So imagine that when market open on today, so what you do is you take a buy, but what you are doing here is you are doing what? You are buying the breakout, because this particular candle that formed here break out of this resistance level. This place serve as a resistance level. As a break out of it, then what you are doing here, you're buying the break of this structure. So as you buy it, you reference your stop loss just below this level, because if market close out of this here, the next place it will bounce off is that trend line you draw before, which is this one. So as a result of that, you can't start enduring this pullback. Although different people have different approach, they look at the market. So but for me, I will exit this market when this market break below this trend line. Then but for here, I will enter with market open, expecting to take my profit around this region up here. That's what I'm going to be doing on this pair. So that is it for this particular pair. Remember what I said, as you switch to higher time frame, you identify where the direction of the market. Remember, I told you when I was analyzing gold that gold works in opposite direction, the trend in opposite direction with USD JPY. So since I'm expecting, in gold case, I'm expecting it to come down. Then in this one, as this market pulls back to this level, you understand, from this market to pull to this level, then that's gold that I showed you earlier, which is by the time I go back to gold, if I open it now, so as the other one is moving up, I'm expecting gold to move from here to this region. Are you getting the point? Because the two move in opposite direction. As USD JPY is going up, this gold, I'm expecting it to come down to this strong resistance level. Why JPY? USD JPY, I'm expecting it to move from here to this level before it break down. As it breaking down, gold is also taking off. Gold is also taking up from this resistance level upward. So that's the way I'm looking at the market from next week. Make sure if I'm not click the subscribe button that you do so, and thank you for watching.